Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry that it's been a while since I last posted, but this time we're back in Korea. Last time we landed in Incheon Airport and this time we chose to land in Gimpo Airport. But before that, we set off from Beijing Daxing Airport and this Weiqian Ramen is a 5-star recommendation. Every time I set off from here, I choose to eat this. It took us for about 2 hours to get to Gimpo Airport. There's definitely a lot less people than in Incheon Airport and it's also closer to the downtown part of Seoul. But on the other hand, it's smaller and less beautiful. Subway is really convenient in Seoul, so we're taking a subway to get back to our hotel. You can find this machine in basically every subway station of Seoul. This time we chose a hotel located in Myeongdong, so it took us for about 15 minutes to get to the hotel. Guys, here is our hotel. We finally arrived. Now we're about to check in. Our room is at 9th floor and indeed the room is a little bit tiny, but I can reassure you the bed was comfortable. The bathroom is kind of tiny as well, but it's very clean and organized, so generally I'm satisfied. My friend and I literally woke up at 5 a.m. so our face looked crazy. So the first thing we did was we both did a very fast makeup and without wasting 1 minute, we went out for food. And our first stop must be Korean traditional food, tteokbokki, kimbap, and fish cake. If your first taste was not this fish cake soup, then you're not doing it right. Just kidding. I'm just expressing how much I love this soup. Anybody can tell me, is there like a ranking for how much spicy food you can eat? How are Korean food so spicy? But like in a very good way. And the kimbap we had was a kimchi kimbap, which was my favorite. My friend told me to dip it in the tteokbokki soup, and I have to tell you, it was... If you have watched the video I posted last time in Seoul, the fish cake we had was fully soaked with the sauce, but this time it was totally different. The fish cake itself literally has no flavor, but they gave you this soy sauce. It does add a little bit of flavor to the fish cake, but personally I don't think it was as good as the ones we had last time. After lunch, before heading to our next destination, we have to have this coffee since we woke up really early today. But actually this time we had iced peach tea instead of coffee. We haven't been having hair care for about 3 months, so we decided to come to a hair salon. I just can't express how much I love Korean hair salons because all the hairdressers are women. Just never feel awkward. I want to have my hair dyed, and to protect my skin, I did not wash my hair yesterday, so my hair looks greasy. But sadly, about 2 years ago, I dyed my red hair back to black, so they have to run a test before I decide whether I can dye it again or not. And yes, no surprise, I could not do it. But I couldn't come all the way from China to Korea for nothing, so I did the hair moisturizing and took me for about an hour. But my friend is lucky enough, she has the best haircut she's ever had. Then before dinner, we decided to have a little nice night walk around Hongdae. It's such a young and romantic vibe. Now we have arrived at our favorite part, which is dinner. This is a barbecue beef intestines, opened for more than 20 years. I love it how it locates in a very quiet neighborhood. We ordered a set for 2, and firstly, as usual, they served us with the side dishes. What's special was this beef and blood soup. I think I can taste a little bit of the blood flavor. And here I kept looking at the people sitting next to me. He was really good looking. And here they served us with these 2 different kinds of beef intestines. I don't think I know the difference. And the 2 white things in the plate are onions and mushrooms. But that's not like my favorite part. My favorite part is they add tons of leek into the plate. I don't know if you guys like food of very strong flavor, but I'm very into it. And the boss told us that we have to eat the meat together with the leek. Just keep in mind that leek is something that causes inflammation in traditional Chinese medicine, because the next day my throat was all swollen up. Oh my god, guys. While I'm editing this video, I'm getting so hungry. This fried rice is literally the soul of this whole meal. And what's fun was I took a paper cup as my bowl to eat the rice. Is there anybody like me, like when you are doing something that's not usual, you get very excited? But back to the rice was mixed with all these kinds of flavors, so it tastes really, really good, and I ate too much. My stomach was literally about to explode. Yes, I'm a victim of these love bugs. Let's start again. Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to our second day of our Seoul trip. But before we do anything, there is one thing that we have to do. Yes, coffee. Before I tried composed coffee, Maga was my favorite. But then I tried this popcorn latte and this has definitely become my favorite. Firstly, instead of a classic latte, it's more like a coffee smoothie. But the cherry on top is this popcorn. The sweetness and the cream flavor is just perfect. Everybody should try it. Our hotel sits right next to Myeongdong. Myeongdong is a very famous shopping street in Seoul. It's definitely one of the best options you can go for if you like shopping. And if you want other options, you can go check my other Seoul vlog. Apart from some common shopping places, you can also find some really huge K-pop stores. If you're into K-pop stars, then you should definitely come here. My friend is crazily into 17th, so we stay here for about 30 minutes. She gets the fan, the albums, and I can tell that she's desperately praying that she gets his cards. There are lots of local brands around the streets selling accessories and souvenirs. I found out this new wholesale. It looks very popular among all the tourists. Indeed, it was a really fun place. If you like fragments, it sells all kinds of fragments and in very cute shapes. It seems these ones are really popular on the internet, but I did smell every one of them. I think the orange one is the best, but I couldn't really tell what the other two smell like. And in Myeongdong, there are so many places that you can take pictures at. We found out this mirror, and surprisingly, there is an ice cream cafe next to it. Since we were really hot and bothered, so we decided to have some. We had a watermelon and also a honeydew. It seems the machine is still not fully translated into English. Some of them is in English, some of them is in Korean. So it took me quite a long time for me to figure out what the next steps are. And thankfully, there were no people behind me at that time. But anyway, after a couple of tries, we finally made it to the payment process. It seems that the watermelon bingsu was a set. It served us with a soda and a condensed milk as well. And we figured it may not taste good with the soda, so we only add the condensed milk. As soon as we have a taste of this, we realize it definitely has more layers than it looks like it does. I remember it has 3 different layers and every single layer of them tastes different. But anyway, from my experience, you will never get disappointed when having dessert in Korea. After that, we went to do photo shooting. Actually, was it that day? Who cares? Anyway, we tried a couple of outfits and different accessories such as glasses. But it turned out we both agreed that the cowboy hats are the best. So we decided to go for the cowboy hat. And then we started to pay, and no matter how many times we do this, we are still in a rush. Then just all of a sudden, we started doing the photo shooting. But at least we had a fun time and everything turns out to be really good. And after that, we went to Olive Young for a huge cosmetic shopping. If you guys are interested in my recommendation, just leave a comment. Since we ate a lot in the afternoon, we were not so hungry. And also, this is the last night of our Seoul trip, so we decided to DIY a convenience store food in Korea as our dinner. The first things we chose were barbecue kimbap, kimchi kimbap, fried chicken, and ramyeon. And we also added 2 drinks, and it finally took us 20,000 won. Then we put the things that need to be heated up in the microwave. Then we went back to our room and used the hot water in the hotel for the ramyeons. We were just slowly preparing for our dinner, and I realized that happiness isn't just about luxury food or anything. It's just the simplest joys and moments that you can enjoy with your family and your friends. And here our adventure in Seoul ends, but our memories stick.
OK，我这个走吧。我感觉加芥末酱应该也能好吃，肯定好吃。What a day！